5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to TrojanVision's The Week That Was, covering the news and events for the week ending January 24th, 2020. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. It's a new year and many people are setting their sights forward, but for some the year is about remembering the past. The legacy of civil rights leaders is on display in the Rosa Parks Museum on Troy's Montgomery campus in an exhibit called 2020 Visions of Civil Rights. Jessica Phillips reports from Montgomery.
Students, a part of the That's My Child organization, got a chance to be a part of history by creating an exhibit named 2020 Visions of Civil Rights. As part of the Junior Curator program, students selected photographs and documents for display and researched and wrote labels for each piece.
I love how they involve the students. They involve the students. It's not just older people carrying the torch, but a lot of younger people have the opportunity to first do research and learn how young people got involved with the mission and with the cause, and see how they can definitely implement what they know and what they could use. And so I think it's awesome.
The exhibit revolves around the themes of social justice from the past as well as the present day. The junior curators displayed the two opposing sides of civil rights movements and how teenagers in present-day Montgomery are affected by past actions.
Our history gets swept under the rug just because people stopped talking. We started talking about other idols like LeBron James or other heroes, and they're great, don't get me wrong, but we miss the people that paved the way for them, and we could never forget about them. And so, and our students have the opportunity now. What they're doing here, this is history. They're in a historical spot right now, keeping the story going, and so they're a part of history because they're making history happen and they're talking about history. And so it's never too young to get involved in a cause, and they got involved, and so I appreciate that.
You can visit the Troy University's Rosa Parks Museum in Montgomery to view the new exhibit 2020 Visions of Civil Rights. In Montgomery, Jessica Phillips, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
On Monday, the nation celebrated Martin Luther King Day. However, the remembrance continued into Wednesday night as Troy's Freshman Forum held their annual event dedicated to the civil rights leader. Aaron Dixon has the story.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born January 15, 1929, and died April 4, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee. But on Monday, students had the day off of school to remember the life of Martin Luther King Jr. as they celebrated his birthday. And on Wednesday night, Freshman Forum gathered in the Trojan Center Theater to celebrate Dr. King's legacy.
We did all this to honor Dr. King's legacy of integrity and faith and his passion just for doing what is right.
To begin the ceremony, Troy University's Pendulum performed a tribute to Dr. King, and then that was followed by a musical performance from Troy student Jermaine Van Buren. Then to finish the night, the Trojan Center Theater welcomed the keynote speaker to the stage.
So we honor him as a great human being, a great American. Even though he is from Georgia, I think he was also a great Alabamian.
Freshman Forum invited Dr. Carl Marbury, who discussed the legacy of Dr. King and why this man was so important to American history.
Well, I spoke about the reason we celebrate Dr. King, and it is singular in terms of Citizen King because the only other presidents, or the only ones who have a birthday, are presidents.
Dalton Cates, a freshman from Leeds, Alabama, helped put on the event, and Dr. Marbury quickly came to mind when they were looking for a speaker.
I met him when I was just hanging out with some friends at the train depot in Leeds, just walking around, and he drove up and he was planting flowers, and we went over there and helped him plant some flowers, and that's how I got acquainted with him. And I was happy when they asked me to direct this. I knew immediately Dr. Marbury is who I want.
Next, Freshman Forum will compete against the Student Government Association in a canned food drive, which will take place next week from Monday until Friday. Aaron Dixon, Troy, Trojan Vision News.
While Wednesday night's ceremony was a somber reflection on the legacy of King, for 3 days this week, students had a chance to honor King through acts of service in the community. Noah Peavy shows us how.
This week, the Office of Civic Engagement hosted MLK Service Day. However, it was not limited to only one day, as they hosted several events throughout the week.
In honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., we organize a week of service for students to get involved in Troy community.
The Office of Civic Engagement visited Head Start to help kids with after-school care and help clean up tools to further the gardening and nutrition program at Troy Elementary School. While the weather has hampered some plans in place for the week, others have not been affected by it.
Today we were planning to go to the nature trail, but depending on the weather, we might not go. But we're still going to the Head Start to do after-school activities, so I'm really excited.
Each student has their own idea of what Martin Luther King means to them and why it is important they are involved with the week.
To me personally, MLK Day signifies how Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. fought for his community and tried to make a difference. So to me, going out there and then trying to do something for the community helps me be part of the community.
The Office of Civic Engagement can be found at room 122 in Eldredge Hall. Noah Peavy, Troy, TrojanVision News.
We'll take a short break. When we return, we'll see how Troy University students found ways to get involved on campus. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Sorority recruitment is typically something that takes place before the beginning of a new school year. However, last week, Troy University's Panhellenic Council gave women interested in going Greek an opportunity to meet the sororities on campus. Allison Polk has the story.
Women from all the different sororities came together to offer girls who are interested in Greek life a chance to take part in a type of recruitment called COR.
Tonight, Panhellenic is hosting what is called a meeting for continuous open recruitment, which we call COR. And that is the sororities who have open spaces all throughout the semester can meet young women very casually and introduce them to fellow chapter members, and then decide whether or not they would like to ask them to pledge their sorority.
COR is different than the typical recruitment process. It gives girls an opportunity to experience recruitment in a more casual way.
So formal recruitment is very organized by the university. It happens at the beginning of the fall semester right before classes start, and all of the members have the opportunity to go through every house and get the exact same experience, so it's a lot more formal. COR, on the other hand, is done at any point of the semester, so the houses go about it different ways. Some houses, if they have a lot of spots to fill in their organization, they might have a big open event, whereas other houses might only have a couple, so they're going to do a more one-on-one recruiting style.
Going Greek can open many doors for everyone involved, and COR is the perfect opportunity to open that first door.
I think it's really important for girls to go Greek or consider going Greek because it's a great way to get involved on campus, just involved in an organization, as well as gaining leadership skills that they can use later on in life.
It is always wonderful to broaden your horizons, to meet new people, and continuous open recruitment gives them an opportunity to make some new friends and to learn something about our sororities, whether or not they decide they're going to pledge.
If anyone is interested in COR but could not make the interest meeting, you can stop by the SGA office in the Trojan Center and fill out a form. Allison Polk, Troy, TrojanVision News.
And sororities weren't the only ones looking for new members, as Troy University fraternities were gearing up to recruit new members this week. However, before the students can rush the Greek organization they want to join, they first attended a browse session. As Sam Granville reports, 2 fraternities that were previously suspended are now active again.
Tuesday evening marked the opening night of IFC recruitment, kicking off the week with the browse session. All 8 fraternities, Delta Kappa Epsilon, Delta Chi, Farmhouse, Pi Kappa Phi, Tau Kappa Epsilon, Alpha Tau Omega, Lambda Chi, and Sigma Chi were all present in the name of Spring Rush.
We'll be going through it all week, so we'll have orientation tonight, we'll do some house tours tomorrow night. Thursday night, the groups will still keep giving bids, but it's not too late. We do continuous rush, so guys, if they're still interested in joining, the deadline is not right now.
Brothers from each fraternity came to represent their chapter and recruit new members by interacting and sharing their personal experiences.
Keeps you accountable for your grades. You have brothers who would keep you, accountable for what you're doing in life. Make sure you're good. Make sure your mental state is good. It's where you find a family, other than just your actual family.
Well, Greek life's been so amazing to me just because the opportunities. As you can see, I just joined and I'm already a rush chair, so it's already a leadership position for me. Also, with the connections I've made so many more friends coming through rush than I ever would have made if I would have stayed independent. So Greek life's just a great support of friends and just leadership opportunities.
2 Troy fraternities, Delta Kappa Epsilon and Sigma Chi, were under fire and suspended last semester for issues pertaining to hazing. Troy IFC says its head-on approach is the reason that they were reinstated and here today.
Anytime a group faces challenges like we faced, we face them head on and see what our issues are, dealt with those issues, and moving forward. So we feel great about the direction of our system moving forward. So we're excited about this semester and what we're going to do.
If you're interested in Spring Rush, you can visit the IFC office and student services this week or contact ifc at troy.edu. Sam Granville, Troy, TrojanVision News.
And Troy University students looking to get involved on campus outside the classroom had the chance to find out about the variety of clubs and organizations available to join at an event held this week in the Trojan Center ballrooms. Michaela Smith gives us a look.
The Office of Student Involvement and Leadership gave students an opportunity to get more involved on campus through an event with multiple clubs, organizations, fraternities, and sororities in attendance.
We hosted a student organization browse session, hoping that students would want to get involved on campus. We had 67 different organizations that were represented here today.
Involvement around campus can lead to new friendships being made, along with networking to make future connections.
I really feel like it's important to get involved on campus because whenever you come to college, you're kind of just looking for your people, and I feel like with my organization and Alpha Gam, I found my people, and I kind of just want to help everybody do the same.
I came out here to promote the risk management and insurance major and the importance of getting involved to help you get a future career.
I feel like it's super important for students to be involved at Troy University. They want to have a better outlook on things that's going on, and it's also a great way to make friends and make better opportunities for them in the future.
Studies have shown that students who are more involved around campus are more likely to have a positive college experience as well as graduate. Michaela Smith, Troy, TrojanVision News.
While a Senate vacancy election took place this week, it wasn't the only thing on the mind of Troy Student Government Association. Tuesday night, there was much discussion involving Higher Education Day and the new Recreation Center. Austin Miner has the story.
This week, the SGA talked about the higher education budget and what the university plans on doing later in February along with other students.
Higher Education Day is coming up on February 27th. We're going to be taking 50 students to the Capitol so that we can lobby to our legislators to actually allocate more money for Troy University and for higher education in general. We are about 14th out of 15 four-year schools that are getting money, so we're trying to go up there and get some more money allocated for Troy University so tuition doesn't have to go up.
The new recreational building on the campus has already seen a lot of action, and SGA has a lot in store for the new building as well as for the students who have gone and are planning on going to the new gym.
So the new rec center opened. It's really awesome. I'm sure y'all have had a chance to go see it. We're working out some kinks right now just with who can be there and who can use it and times and things like that. So hopefully you'll get some more information about those times and people who can use it in the near future.
Austin Miner, Troy, TrojanVision News.
We're going to take another quick break, but when we come back, we'll look at how students tackled their New Year resolutions. It's coming up right after this, so stay tuned.
At Troy University, we offer military students more than just flexibility and convenience. We offer top-ranked programs that are an investment in your future. And like the military, you'll be part of something. A powerful network of more than 158,000 alumni worldwide. And we will be with you all the way. Proudly serving our military since 1950. Trojan Warriors, one and all.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
The world of hacking and technology were on display this past weekend as students visited the Troy campus for the university's hackathon event known as Troy Hack. Daisy Ling was there.
Troy's first hackathon runs from Friday to Sunday at the Patterson Hall on the Troy campus. The Troy University Computer Science Club hosts Troy Hack so students can form teams to build websites and create new applications together.
It's also a great opportunity to get to know the students around here. We like to hire people from Troy. I graduated from Troy.
So far, many students have come up with different ideas. A team is developing an environmental application for Troy students.
Put their location and then find the nearest recycle bin to help people who want to make an environmental impact by recycling.
Another team is developing a project for analyzing users and build relationship with businesses.
Get the information of all the users who are browsing the net, and we are doing an analysis on that. And based upon how many clicks they are doing.
And some others are targeted at specific people
that are dealing with problems that can help disabled people, and I'm really excited to see how that turns out.
This is not only a chance to improve teamwork and showcase yourself, but also a competition.
Putting the competition together, offering prizes, it adds for a little extra motivation for that.
The Computer Science Club has clearly put a lot of effort into Troy Hack, and as you can see, words for programming language are posted at the door of every classroom. Even if you're not a computer science major, the club also offers yoga, cup stacking, and karaoke to relax the attendance.
Amazing. I use the word amazing a lot because this is months of planning and everything's finally happening.
It's great to know all these people, and working with them.
Trying to make new things and create, which is always good to have and always highly sought after.
Whatever role you played in the Troy Hack, you will gain a lot. Daisy Lung, Troy, TrojanVision News.
The new year traditionally means New Year's resolutions, and while many people make these annual promises to themselves, not many people are good at keeping them, even going so far as breaking them in the first week. So Claudia Peppenhorst hit campus to see how Troy students were doing on their resolutions half a month into 2020.
New Year's Day was just over 2 weeks ago, and with the new year comes new resolutions. Many people set goals for themselves, change bad habits, or simply just improve their way of life.
My New Year's resolution was to go to the gym more than I usually go.
To experience more art in any way I can, to read it, write it, whatever I can.
My New Year's resolution is just to consistently work out and try to come to the gym pretty much every day, whether it's to actually lift weights or just to walk around the track.
To get fit, lose weight, and just get overall in shape.
I think my New Year resolution is probably to be a better and healthier person and just to be a kinder, more person that can help a lot of people,
So mine is basically trying to work out more and get in shape so that way I can be healthier and have a healthier body.
To lose some weight and get fit.
To not be as petty as usual.
Drink more water and go to the gym.
With New Year's resolutions comes big commitment. So have these students been accomplishing their goals?
I've been going every other day, if not every day. So I would say I've been sticking to my New Year's resolution.
Yes, I've been going to work out 4 days in a row, so I'm still sticking to it. Today is my legs day,
So far, so good. But people get annoying, so we'll see how that turns out.
Yes, luckily my roommates go to the gym with me, so they keep me motivated.
While most students' New Year's resolution was to get fit and live a healthier lifestyle, many students claim that Troy University's new recreational center was aiding and encouraging them in their big plans for the year.
It's got really good hours, so it's easy for me since I work a job to come and work out after work or just in between like a really busy schedule. And then with trying to build a little bit better eating habits, the snack bar has like good healthy options if I want something when I'm on my way out.
For sure, there's a lot of new equipment that we can use, and we walk the track and it's always a great time.
I love the size of it and the flexibility of my workouts. I can do whatever I want pretty much here.
They have a lot more options of workouts that you can do, and I've been to some of the classes and they've been super fun.
I love the rec center. It's amazing. Highly recommend going there. It's awesome.
Claudia Peppenhorst, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Being on a game show is a dream for many people. The chance for big cash and prizes is an attractive thought, although getting on a show is not an easy task. However, Troy students didn't have to make a trip to Hollywood to take part in a game show, as this week the University Activities Council brought one to them. Carissa Justice has the story.
What do game shows and Troy University have in common? Well, they came together Wednesday night in the Claudia Crosby Theater as the University Activities Council hosted a game show night.
Tonight is our Think Fast game show. It's actually a lot of fun. It's a time for students to come out, answer a series of questions, and receive cash in reward for that.
This game was based off of the 90s Nickelodeon game show Think Fast and was hosted by the company T. John E., which specializes in trivia development in a wide variety of topics.
It's kind of just basic trivia questions. It might be about specific types of like government questions, just like your everyday questions that you might not study, but you might know.
Students in attendance had the opportunity to answer questions and earn points. The 3 students with the most points, as well as the winner of a series of dancing, singing, and acting competitions, competed in the final round for the grand prize.
The students that come to attend the event, you can choose who you want to play with you or who you want to like go up against. So you can kind of make a team of your own, come in with a group of friends, but we don't choose you specifically.
And at the end of the night, one lucky student walked away with $200 in cash. The UAC's next event will be Wednesday, January 29th, where they will host neon roller skating at the Elm Street Gym. Carissa Justice, Troy, TrojanVision News.
It's time for our last break. When we return, storytelling returns to Troy University. We'll get a preview. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You might start on a Troy campus or at your kitchen table. Wherever you start, you'll be more than a student. You'll be part of the Troy family, armed with the education, values, and skills you need to succeed. Ready to lead today's global workforce. No challenge will feel impossible. No dream will be out of reach, because we will be with you all the way. Trojan Warriors, one and all.
The art of storytelling will make its return to Troy this weekend. We'll learn more about the Pike Piddler Storyteller Festival in this week's Trojan Talk. Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. With me today is Mary Jo Cochran here to talk about storytelling. Thank you for joining me today. And we're here to talk about what is often referred to as the lost art of storytelling, which is found every January here in Troy in the Pike Piddler Storytelling Festival. For the uninitiated, give us kind of a rundown of what is the Pike Piddler Storytelling Festival.
You know, these guys have been coming for 14 years. And I've been blessed that I've been around for 14 years to see it. But they come on campus and they spend a whole day here doing stories, and we usually have 4 to 8 storytellers from around the United States, professional storytellers that come and really share their own particular style of folk humor with the folks here, and it really is a delightful weekend.
And we talk about storytelling, and people are like, well, I tell my kids stories at night every day, but storytelling as the art form, as this folk art form, is a totally different experience. If you've never experienced it, it is, and I often say it's similar to stand-up comedy, but you're not always laughing.
That's right, exactly. And all of these people have tremendous stories that are generated from their own experiences, which is really kind of fun. And yes, some of them are kind of sad, some of them are very funny. We all have storytellers that will tell a story that lasts maybe 5 minutes, and another one it lasts 30 minutes. So there's just a variety of folk humor that I think our students will really, and the public will really appreciate.
And one of those things is you look at the stories and the way it's crafted, and some of these people, all these people actually have been here before. We'll talk about it later. But even though you may have heard one of their stories before, every time there's a little extra shine on it.
There is, and if you know what the punchline is, you get some kind of excitement about it because you know it's coming, and so you want to be there, you know, and participate in that. So that's really fun.
And let's talk about the festival itself, because you know, it's a popular festival, and it has an opportunity for, there's 3 shows on Saturday, and the date of that is?
It's January 25th.
All right.
And there's 3 shows, and it's kind of like Dr. Pepper. It's at 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 6:30. And the 10 and the 6:30 shows are $10 each, and the 2 o'clock is $15 because it's a little bit longer show.
But you get a chance to see these acts tell their stories. And they've often said in the past, when you talked about that, you could get tickets for multiple shows because there's a chance you're going to see something different on each of the shows.
Absolutely, yeah. They usually don't repeat themselves, so that's really kind of fun. I do want to tell you, though, that we also have a special performance on Friday.
Okay.
And that's Friday at 11 o'clock, and it's really designed for all the students that are here on campus and faculty to come, and they will see Josh Goforth, who has been here before, but he's going to do the special performance for us that's free for students, so they'll have an opportunity to see storytelling firsthand.
And then you mentioned one of the acts there. Who else are we going to see this year at the festival?
Donald Davis, Bill Lepp, and Sheila K. Adams. And so 4 really significant performers will be here.
And Donald has been here almost every year.
Yeah, he's kind of like the king of storytelling.
He's the headliner almost every year. But once again, even though you have someone that comes year in, year out, there's so many stories to tell. And there's so many, and we talk about the accessibility of this. You know, the age. You know, normally it's considered maybe the older. But you know, as we talk about Goforth, he's a young guy.
Young.
That's what I'm saying.
Bill Lepp is really young.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, Sheila K. Adams discovered our storyteller Josh Goforth and saw him when he was in the 6th grade, and said, "Oh my God, you really have kind of a personality that might be good for storytelling." And this guy plays 10 instruments. And so all of a sudden now his career is storytelling. And
also another element, the musical element, especially with Goforth, that you're basically getting a concert with stories because it's integral. Yeah. But that's, once again, it's part of that storytelling element. It's more than just, you know, a comedy act or something like that. It's a full-blown emotional experience.
It really is, and we will have musicians play before every one of the performances as well. So that's really nice, with some gospel and bluegrass.
So a chance to get a full show throughout the day on Saturday. Once again, for anybody that's interested in trying to get their hands on some tickets, what they need to do about getting tickets.
They can call, and the number is 334-685-5524. And they can call and get tickets, or they can buy them at the door.
At the door. And then once again, the times and all that. And it's Trojan Center Theater, right?
Trojan Center Theater, and it's at 10, 2, and 6:30. The prices are $10 for the 10 o'clock and the 6:30, and $15 for the 2 o'clock afternoon.
All right. Well, they get a chance. They can buy some in advance or at the door, but it's, once again, it's a full day's worth of storytelling, music, and fun. And I want to thank you for joining me and letting us know about this year's festival. And here's hoping some folks hear some stories. Thanks for joining us.
Sounds great.
Thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk. And that's the week that was. To find out what's happening on a daily basis, you can tune in to Troy TrojanVision News at 5, 6:30, and 10:30, Monday through Friday. Or follow us on Twitter at Troy TV News. Also, feel free to like our Troy TrojanVision News fan page on Facebook to see online content from Troy TrojanVision News. Until next time, have a good week.